kids. Grab your imaginary passports and your bags because it's time to become world-trotting explorers right where you are.
Hello. My name is Asher and I'm your host along with my mom, Kristen.
Today, we're heading back to Botswana's Okavango Delta to reunite with our friends Chris and Maria from Kalahari Breeze Safaris. We're excited to explore the rich wildlife and hopefully enjoy a boat ride along the Delta's winding waterways. Before we get started on our episode, we want to say thank you to Elijah and Everly. They said, we are half Korean and Chinese and love listening to everything about those two cultures. We love all the episodes, but our favorite ones are anything related to food. Asher always makes us laugh, and we look forward to hearing jokes from him.
Thanks, guys. If you ever need a joke, I'm like a vending machine. But instead of snacks, I dispense giggles.
And thank you, Nolan and his family, for your 5-star review. They said Nolan asked to give you a 5-star rating because it's his favorite podcast and listens to it every night before bedtime. He wants to learn about bikes and scooters.
Like bikes and scooters around the world?
That is a great idea. We will look into this for you, Nolan. And lastly, we want to wish a big happy birthday to Amina, whose birthday is on June 3rd, and Maggie, whose birthday is on June 5th.
Woohoo!
And we'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to Matsiang, the renowned Setswana traditional music trio from Gaborone, Botswana, for allowing us to feature their music in this episode. To explore more of their beautiful and culturally rich music, please visit the Eric Ramco Records YouTube channel, where you can find a collection of their performances and albums. So, last time, when we visited Botswana, we met Chris and Maria and learned about the diversity of tribes, languages, and cultures in Okavango Delta, and even got to visit a beautiful village where the Bayei people live.
And I got the coolest red bracelet made out of reeds. Like real reeds.
Yep, today I'm hoping to see some animals and take a ride on a canoe down the winding river.
Let's see what adventures await us. I hear our culture train. Ready for another adventure?
Okay, culture kids, hurry along because we're headed back to the Okavango Delta, and this time we're going to learn about the incredible wildlife that calls this place home. From majestic elephants to colorful birds soaring above, the Delta is teeming with life. Grab your binoculars because we're headed to...
All aboard!
Botswana! Welcome back to Botswana. We've just arrived at the edge of the Okavango Delta, and it feels like stepping into a dream. The air is filled with the songs of birds and the gentle rustling of tall grasses. Nearby, long, sturdy boats that look like canoes gently float on the calm water, ready to take us on an adventure. The scent of fresh water and blooming plants fills the air, making us feel connected to this beautiful, wild place.
The water looks so calm. It's like a mirror. I bet even the fish are waving at us.
Ooh, I think I see Chris and Maria over there by the water.
Are they getting the boats ready for us?
Yes, I think so. Do you remember the greeting we learned in Setswana?
The national language of Botswana. It's Dumala.
Perfect. Let's go over and say hi.
Hi Kristen, hey Asha, Dumela Culture Kids.
Dumela.
Welcome back to Botswana. Are you ready for another adventure?
Yes, we are.
Come this way and let's go see Chris by the Mokoros.
Hey, Culture Kids. Welcome back.
Dumala.
Thank you for having us again. Are these the boats we'll be riding on today?
Yes, exactly. So here we have what we traditionally call our Mokoro. Translated to English, it's a dugout canoe.
Or a banana.
Yeah, it's kind of like a banana.
Just not yellow.
Cool. Who gets to row it? Can I?
We have one guide who basically uses a long stick. This stick, a wooden stick, has a name. It's a straight pole. It's called a nkashi. And this nkashi, they use it to put it on the ground in the water and pull and push the Mokoro forward backwards, whichever direction they want to go.
Oh, I see. So a professional has to do it. Aw, man. What are the Mokoros used for here?
So what we're using here in the Okavango Delta as a mode of transport when we go fishing or when we want to transport people or goods, we use those Mokoro canoes.
That makes sense because there are so many winding rivers here that span for miles.
And the Mokoros, they are traditional canoes. So they're shaped like a canoe and they're made from trees.
This does not look like it's made from a tree. It's kind of shiny.
But nowadays we're using fiberglass because the more Mokoros you need, the more trees you have to cut. And also wood can rot very fast. So when you make a canoe that is made from timber, because they're always in the water, and then you need to cut more trees. So that's why nowadays we're making them from fiberglass.
I didn't know wood could rot.
That's right, wooden boats can rot over time, especially when exposed to water.
So what we are going to do right now is, Asha, you get onto the Mokoro first. You are going to get the front seat right in front.
Front seat. Woohoo!
Can I get your hand and step in?
Ooh, it wobbles.
And you are sitting right in front there. There you go.
Is it just me on this boat? Am I the captain?
Each canoe takes 2 people maximum, and the third person is your guide. And Kirsten,
Yep.
you are joining Asha. You are going to be in this canoe together.
Come on, Mom.
Okay, hopping on gently, 1 foot at a time.
All right?
Thank you. Woo, nice and comfy. It's not so wobbly.
And Mr. Chris and Miss Maria will ride the other canoe?
Yep, their Mokoro will be right in front of us.
So as we start our journey into the Okavango Delta, I am just going to ask everybody to keep their hands inside the Mokoro. Please do not dangle your hands over the side or your legs because we have crocodiles in the water. We also have hippos in the water. And whenever we are passing by the reeds can be sharp. So please keep your hands away from the reeds and we're going to guide slowly through.
Yikes! So keep your hands and arms and armpits to yourself.
Get your cameras ready, get your phones ready, and be ready to be amazed by the Okavango Delta.
Here we go! It's nothing like being on a boat in the ocean. The water is very still.
Yes, and the water is sparkling from the sunlight, and I see so many bright white lilies floating nearby.
Over there, in front of the Mokoro, I don't know if you can see that little bird that is hopping up and down. Beautiful bird with brown colors. That is what we call the African jacana bird.
African jacana bird. I've never seen this kind of bird before. It has a chestnut brown body, a white face, and a bright blue beak that stretches up its forehead.
And it has long legs, and wow, it has super long toes. It kind of reminds me of like a flamingo. But what's this sound?
I'm noticing the sound too. Sounds like bells or insects or, I don't know, are they frogs?
Exactly. That is very correct.
The bell frog, during the daytime, they are not so loud, but come back again in the evening when we are on the campsite. I want you to listen. It's going to be so loud. You are going to have a choir of frogs singing for you. They are tiny little frogs, but they have so much sound that they make during the day and the night.
My baby sister Arden is tiny, but she can be really loud.
That is true, Asher.
Asha, what else can you hear?
Wait, what is that? It sounds like a man laughing.
Whoa, guys, look! I think I see what might be hippos over there bathing in the water.
Yeah, that's correct. Those are hippos.
I have never seen a hippo in the wild before.
When they pop up their little heads, they make these laughing sounds.
Ha ha ha.
Is he laughing at us?
Possibly.
I did not know hippos like to stay underwater. None of them are walking on land. There's so many of them.
When hippos are together in one place, they are called a pod of hippos.
Hey, kind of like a pod of dolphins.
So Asha, how long can you hold your breath in the bathtub underwater?
10 minutes.
I would say more like 1 minute.
The hippo can dive for up to 6 minutes and stay underwater and hold the breath so long.
6 minutes? They must have huge lungs. But why do they like to stay underwater all day? Are they cold or hot?
They can get sunburned like humans. They get pink.
Ow.
Then they stay in the water during the day and they come out for grazing at night.
I guess they can't wear sunblock. Their legs are so short and their bodies are huge.
That is fascinating to learn. Hippos can get sunburned, so they are protecting themselves by being under the water.
And they can eat a lot. What do you guess how much they can eat in one night?
I don't know. Maybe like 10 pounds of food?
I say a school bus amount of food.
What do you think, Culture Kids?
They actually eat up to 35 kilograms of grass every night.
Wow, 34 kilograms is about 77 pounds. That's like a size of a 10-year-old.
And then in the morning, they go back in the water and they hide from the sun.
Can we row closer to them? Or are they mean and scary up close?
I know everyone out there tells you that the hippos are the most dangerous animals in Africa, but that is only because if you fail to respect an animal's space and you fail to understand when an animal is threatened, then any animal can be a dangerous animal. Understanding their nature, understanding how they survive, understanding their family units, their family bonds, we also get to understand there is a distance that they will allow you to come. And this distances differs from animal to animal. So when we go out on our safaris, as guides, you get to a point where you understand this and you respect it. This is one of the most important bases of safari.
Safety always first.
Thank you for mentioning this. No matter what kind of animal we are approaching in the wild, whether it's a bunny, lion, or a hippo, it's always important to follow your guide's rules and recommendations and keep a safe distance.
Okay, we will watch from a distance. I can still see the little cute hairs on their heads.
But don't worry, Asher, they only eat at night, and plus, they only eat grass. They are herbivores. But like we said, it doesn't mean you can go close to them and try to touch them. Remember, safe distance from all animals in the wild.
Yeah, I'm okay looking from here.
So, Culture Kids, we are going to move on from the hippos now. As you can see, let's see what we're going to find that side.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Wait, I hear elephants.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I know that sound. I see them over there.
Yes, there they are. There are so many of them.
Culture Kids, we are going to just take a short break right now because the elephants are still having their bath and we need to wait for them to finish bathing before we can proceed.
Thank you, Chris. Wow, we are watching a herd of elephants enjoying their bath. The adult elephants are massive, some as tall as a basketball hoop and weighing as much as a school bus. Their huge ears, shaped like the continent of Africa, are flapping gently to keep them cool, while their long trunks are spraying water over their backs. The smaller, younger elephants are splashing and playing nearby. What a joyful scene in the heart of Botswana's wilderness.
And if the water is shallow, they will basically be using their trunks to take water from the shallow water and spraying it over their body.
They're so cute. Their nose is like a shower head.
And they're drinking and they're splashing water around and they're just enjoying themselves because they're coming from the hot areas and they finally made it to the water, so they're really enjoying just cooling down and drinking. And
I think I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So many elephants!
And fun fact, Botswana has the highest amount of elephants in the world.
Aww, and there's a baby elephant. It's right by the mommy.
And interesting is also that the babies for the elephants, they can already stand and walk 20 minutes after they're born. That's because they need to follow their mother very fast when they're born in the bush, and maybe some danger approaches. They need to be able to stand up fast. So,
Whoa, strong babies. I think I learned to walk after a year.
Boy, are we lucky to see all of this. Elephants in the wild taking a bath. I am so happy to share this moment with all of you guys, especially with our culture kids.
So now that we enjoyed the Mokoro, let's put our canoes out of the water and go onto that island over there.
Time to get off of the Mokoros.
Okay, stepping out 1 foot at a time. Still a little wobbly.
Now we are heading to our sitting area in our campsite. We have a special name for it. We call it the boma.
And the boma looks like a circular gathering area at the heart of our camp. The sitting area is surrounded by nature's symphony of chirping insects and frogs and distant animal calls.
I see the tents. They're under tall trees, and the tents look so cozy on wooden decks overlooking the delta.
So we are all going to sit at the boma while we are going to wait for our food being prepared by the chefs in the kitchen.
Great, let's take a seat here, Asher.
Ah, this is paradise.
And can you see that lovely, lovely, beautiful sunset that is there in front of us? Let's just sit back and enjoy.
Mommy, the sunset looks like the fire is burning. It's orange and pink at the same time.
Yes, what a sight. The sun is dipping below the horizon, painting the sky with shades of orange, pink, and even purple. The water on the delta is reflecting these colors like a giant mirror, and you can also see the reflection of the tall trees and its branches shimmer as well. I have to ask, what is it like to live among such breathtaking nature, wild animals, and diversity of so many beautiful languages, cultures, and traditions all around you?
Can you tell us what it's like?
Honestly, Asha, I feel like sometimes I have the best job in the world. And this is the best office that anyone can ever ask for. Being in nature and being so close to these animals and sharing my day with them and learning about them is the best thing that I could ever ask for. Living in the Okavango Delta is a learning experience each and every day. There is so many languages that are spoken here. There is so much tradition, there's so much culture, and each and every day you get to learn something and appreciate something about this culture. And in the end, I think it is something that helps to build someone's character and also have a better understanding of other parts of the world and how people make their lives there in the remote areas.
Just so beautiful to be able to share this with so many visitors every day and every week from other countries all around the world when they come and visit us here in the Okavango Delta, and they also share their culture with us.
Thank you, Miss Maria, and thank you, Mr. Chris. And I hope you can visit us in California next time.
Wonderful.
Thank you for this unforgettable day. Ooh, I think the chefs are waving us over for dinner. Before we head over there, our culture kids do have to hop back on our magical train to head on home. As we shared in our last episode, please check out Kalahari Breeze Safaris if you'd like more information on what it's like to visit Botswana. All of the links will be available under our show notes.
Next time when you come back, we're going to take you to a tour to the Victoria Falls, one of the natural wonders of the world. It's going to be amazing. So please come back.
And we hope to see you soon.
Bye, culture kids!
And to our Culture Kids families, as we wrap up our journey here in Botswana, we hope you felt the magic of this extraordinary place. Botswana is one of the few places in the world where elephants, hippos, and lions still roam freely, and the people here have found thoughtful ways to live side by side with these incredible animals. It's a place that shows us how respecting the land and welcoming our differences can help all living beings thrive together in harmony. Thank you to all the diverse communities in Botswana for teaching us that there's more than one way to live, and every way has important value. And lastly, here at Culture Kids, you and your family are valued, welcomed, and celebrated for exactly who you are, because every child belongs here at Culture Kids.
Mommy, can I do a riddle?
Sure.
Okay. What has 4 legs, then 2 legs, then 3 legs?
Like, first it has 4 legs, and then 2 legs, and then 3 legs?
Yes.
I don't know. What?
A human. Get it? Because like when you're a baby, you crawl on all 4s. When you're an average adult kid, you use 2 legs to get around. And when you're a grandpa or grandma, you use a cane.
Brilliant. I love that one. Okay, my turn.
Go, go, go.
What do you call people who love ceilings?
Ceiling people? What?
Ceiling fans.
Huh?
You know how some people have ceiling fans? Like there's a fan on your ceiling, but because they love ceilings, they're a fan. So ceiling fan. Thanks for joining us today. Reach out to us at any time at hello@culturekidsmedia.com, or you can even DM us on Instagram if you want to say hi or want a shout out. We always love to hear from you. Stay tuned for more adventures coming up, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.